Hello everyone. So as part of the online classes, we will be learning the chapters. So we will start today with chapter number 10, light, reflection and refraction. And in this part, some of the chapters has been done in the class, some of the part has been done in the class. And today we will learn about the different ray diagrams formed for the image for a concave mirror. So we'll see how the ray diagrams has to be made for the different positions of an object, and how we can get the different types of images and their positions for the different positions of the object. So first of all, we have to use, means for you have to use pencils which should be sharp, and always use scale while drawing the ray diagrams. Here I am doing freehand, so my lines might not be straight every time, so please cope up with that. And if you have confusions, you can ask me. If you still don't understand, the diagrams are also there in the book. Here I will show you how to draw the diagrams. So first of all, the first position of the object is the object at infinity. First of all, when the object is at infinity. So while drawing the diagram, first things that we have to consider is that first of all we have to draw the curve of the mirror, and we have to shade the required part. Means if it is as I am drawing for a concave mirror, so this time I have to shade here. That means this is the painted part of the mirror and this is the reflecting part of the mirror. And if I am drawing a convex mirror, then accordingly I will change the shape. Like for example, convex mirror will look like this and the shaded part will flip. Which you don't need now. Secondly, whenever we draw any ray diagram, the object is always kept to the left. Means as you will be drawing like this, for you the object will be to the left of the mirror. Then next, after drawing the curve of the mirror, we will put a point at the center of the mirror, which should almost look like the center of the mirror, which is the point P, which is known as the pole of the mirror. It is the center part of the mirror. Then here we will have a point C, which is basically the center of curvature. Center of curvature means the center of the spherical part of a mirror. That means if I am drawing a sphere using a compass, if I draw a sphere, any kind of sphere or a circle using a compass, there I will get a center. This center here in this case is known as center of curvature. So in the case of a mirror is a part of a sphere or a circle. So if I draw a circle, I will get a center. And if I remove this part, I get the curve of the mirror. So accordingly there will be the center. We will draw a line joining the center of curvature and E. This line is known as principal axis. The line which joins or which passes through center of curvature to the pole of the mirror is known as principal axis. This line. Then we have to draw the focus. Focus is the point which is exactly in between the center of curvature and the pole. So focus will be exactly at the half position or at the half of here. Means focus will be somewhere at this point. It should be exactly at the middle point from the pole and from the center of curvature. Exactly at the half. So our first position of the object at infinity. When the object is at infinity, we always take the object little bit bigger, because it is not possible to see any object if it is very small. If the object is at infinity, it will not be possible for us to see it. Basically, any object which is very far away from us, if we are able to see the object, basically the object will be obviously bigger in size. Then, while drawing the ray diagrams, to get a proper image, we always take two rays from the object. Now in this case the rays will be different, in the upcoming cases the rays will be little bit different. Now let us see how. So first of all, we had 4 rules for making the ray diagrams. Number 1, any ray coming parallel to principal axis reflects and passes through focus. Rule number 2, any ray passing through the focus after reflection goes parallel to the principal axis. Rule number 3, any ray passing through center of curvature goes back in the same path after reflection. And rule number 4, any ray which falls on the pole reflects in such an angle such that the angle made between the incident ray and the principal axis is equal to the angle made by the reflected ray and the principal axis. These rules are there in your book, NCERT book, in page number 164. So using all these 4 rules, applying to all these 4 rules, we will draw the ray diagrams related to this. So first of all, we know any ray which comes from infinity or which comes from very far comes parallel to principal axis, and after reflection it should go through focus. So here we will take the rays coming from infinity. This is one ray. This second ray we will take from the bottom of the object. As this object is infinity, that's why we are taking it from the bottom of the object. So the ray will come parallel to principal axis. And on the ray we have to give arrows. These are direction arrows which show where or in which direction the rays are going. And after reflection from the mirror, the ray as per the rule will pass through focus. After reflection the ray is going through the focus. We change the focus a little bit. I change that. Second ray, as it is coming from the bottom of the object, it will also come parallel to principal axis. This ray will also have the direction arrows which shows in which way the ray is traveling. And after that, after reflecting from the mirror, the ray will pass through the focus. The ray will go like this. I am not using scale because I don't have a bigger scale. You all better use a scale to draw the ray diagrams. And always remember, image forms in the point where 2 rays meet after reflection. So in this case, the 2 rays are meeting at F. The upper ray is coming, reflecting and meeting and coming to here. The lower ray after reflecting is coming to here. Both are meeting at F. So we will get the image here. In this case, let us see the characteristics of the image. First of all, position. Position of image. The image is situated at F. So position of image at F. Then size of image. In this case, the image is just a point on the just a point on F. So it is point size. Or we can write highly diminished, very small image. Then nature of image. In this case, the image is real and inverted. image will be real and it will be inverted. Now how it will be inverted, let us see. If you see here, the upper ray after reflection goes down, the lower ray after reflection goes up. So what happens in this case, the image gets inverted, means upside down. And always remember, real image is always inverted. So this is our first diagram. Now let us see the second position. Now here in this case, the object was very far away, it was infinity. Now gradually the object will be coming closer and closer to the mirror. First of all, the object was at infinity. Now the object will come little bit closer, and in this case, in the second case, the object will be beyond C. So just doing all the things again, once more time. Our mirror, then we will be having our principal axis. We have the point pole, we have our center of curvature, we have our focus. And next in the principal axis we will be board. Now the second position is when the object is beyond focus, or object beyond C, not focus. So here we will draw the object like this. Now in the previous one I drew the object bigger and away from the principal axis as the object was at infinity. Now when the object comes closer, we always draw the object above principal axis, and the object should be always erect, means straight. An object, as I told earlier, should be to the left of the mirror. So this is our object here. Now the object is on the principal axis, the object is straight. And I told we will take always two rays to make a proper ray diagram. So let us see how. So as per the rule, as we have four rules of making ray diagrams. So number one, light coming parallel to principal axis reflects through focus. So first of all, we will take the rays from the tip of the object. All the rays will be from the tip of the object downwards. The ray will come parallel to principal axis, will hit the mirror and will reflect to the focus. These arrows are very important because they show the direction of the light ray. The second rule, the ray going through focus goes parallel to principal axis, and there was a third rule. Ray going through center of curvature goes back in the same path. So first ray we take parallel to the principal axis. Second ray we will take the ray going through C. The ray will start from the tip of the object and the ray will pass through the center of curvature. We will take the ray like this. Now we know the ray which goes to the center of curvature after reflection will come back in the same path. So the ray will go like this, hit the mirror and will come back in the same path, and the ray will go away like this. So in this case you see both the rays, the upper and the second ray is meeting at this point. Now if we consider here, the rays were taken from the tip of the object and they are meeting here. So our image will be upside down like this. Means the tip will be formed at the point of intersection, and as the object was on the principal axis, the base of the object was on the principal axis. Here also the base of the image will be on the principal axis. So this is our image, this is our object. Now let us see the characteristics. Position of image between C and F. Size of image, if you see the image is smaller than the object, so it will be smaller than object. Nature, it is real image and the object, the image is inverted, means upside down. It will be real and inverted. So this is our second position of the object. Now let us see the third one. So as I told, gradually the object will be coming closer and closer to the mirror. So the third position will be the object at C. So as usual, I suggest you to get a proper image every time. You better use scale and you better use correct measurements, proper measurements for marking those points. If your measurements are correct, like for example, if you took this 3 centimeter, this much 3 centimeter, so while we draw, your images will come proper every time without more hassle. So now the object is at C. This is our object. As we know, first ray goes to parallel to the principal axis, reflects through focus. Now, second thing. Previous one, we took 2 rays from the tip of the object and first ray goes parallel to the principal axis, reflects through focus. Second ray goes to center of curvature. Now in this case, the object is itself at center of curvature. So in this case, the ray cannot go through center of curvature. Even if the ray goes, the ray will go like this or in vertical position. So which is not possible if it will not reflect. So here we will use our second rule. Ray passing through focus goes parallel to principal axis after reflection. So here we will take the ray passing through focus, and after hitting the mirror, the ray will come parallel to the principal axis like this. And this is our ray going through focus and passing through the, going parallel to the principal axis after reflection. And here the 2 rays meet at this point and the image is formed here. My ray may be a little bit bent because I have not used proper measurement, but if you use a proper measurement, you will get the image exactly at C, below the object. So in this case, the position of image is at C. Size of image, in this case, the object and image will be of same size. So size of image, same as object. it will be also real and inverted. So this is our third one. So if you see, first of all, the image was at object was at infinity. Image forms at focus. Object comes closer beyond C. Image forms in this point. Object comes on C. Image forms at this point. There are 3 more diagrams. We will continue in the next video. Thank you. Practice this all properly.